Good morning, Stampers, and happy Friday. I hope everyone is well today. Hop on, tell me where you're from, say hi, and if you're a first-time watcher, please let me also know that. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let me just grab my glasses here so I can see the comments. Okay, so we're going to get started shortly. What I'm going to be working on today is the Freezin Fun. Good morning, Patricia. How are you? So this is a bundle. It's the Freezin Fun Bundle, and I'm going to show you more about that in 1 second. Good morning, Meg. How are you? Just waiting for a couple more people to join, and we'll get started. All right, there we go. Hi, Stacy. Hi, France. So the first thing I want to mention today is it is September 11th, so let's just give a pause, a moment of silence for those who lost their lives on September 11th and the years after, especially the first responders. So our thoughts and prayers are with your families, as always. So I thank you for that. Now, grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Maureen and Bunny and Donna. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm going to flip the camera, and we're going to get started. Okay, so again, roseward.stampersdelight.com. This is my host code for September. Yes, it's almost like the middle of September as far as I'm concerned. Yes, Patricia, always remember, exactly. So this is my host code for September. If your order is less than $150, you want to use that host code. Go to my website, stampersdelight.com, and use that host code. If it's $150 or more, don't use the host code because you want the Stampin' Rewards. Okay. So another thing I just want to mention to you is our Get and Go kit. I know a lot of you have been asking me about joining my team, so I'm going to give you the information again. And of course, you can always contact me one-on-one. I know a lot of you already have, so thank you for that. So the Get and Go kit, what that entails is you get $125 of your choice of merchandise plus your business supplies, regardless of whether you want to do it as a business or not, for $99. Okay, and they don't charge you shipping on that. So that's another almost 10% savings, right? Then you're going to get 2 card kits, enough to make 8 cards in each kit. So that's 16 card kits that you can do your first workshop with, your first stamping get-together with, or you can just make up the cards yourself. You're going to get these 2 gorgeous stamp sets, Queen Anne's Lace and So Much Love, which I will be featuring on YouTube Monday live at 7 p.m. Okay. And you also get a packet of rhinestones. That's all in the kit for $99. Excuse me, I always have to cough when I get on here. I don't know why. So that's the Get and Go kit. I also want to mention that the new cut and embossing machine is $120 US. This is all US. You can actually get that in the kit because you get to choose $125. So you got an extra $5. So that's our Get and Go promotion. And now for our stamping. Okay, so what I chose for today was the Freezin Fun Bundle. Absolutely adorable set. I'm going to just bring this up a little bit so that you can see it. Cute little guys. And then I love this piece right here, which you're going to see because you can make your snow mountains or snow hills. Okay. So let's bring that in. So again, here's the stamp set. Whimsical, very whimsical. I love this. This is going to be part of my Christmas holiday card buffet at the end of October. And then you have these great little pieces that cut out each one of these. And I forgot the other one was on the other table, so let me grab that. This one I really like. This is the one that makes the little snow mountains. Okay. So you can see that this is the little bunny This one is the raccoon. So all these pieces cut this everything out here. Okay, and I'm going to use one of these later. So we're just going to put that aside. So that is the bundle. Remember, when you buy the bundle, you save 10%. Okay. The other stamp set, let me just show you this. I'll be using this one probably next Friday, is the Warm and Toasty. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm using this whimsical Sharing Christmas Cheer from this set today. Okay? I like to mingle, intermingle. Okay, so let me bring in some cards. Thank you, Angie. Yes, definitely share my videos. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to bring in is this cute little guy. Now, this paper right here is the Designer Series paper on, what is it, Trimming the Town? I think that's what it's called. I'll have all the names, the descriptions, and the numbers in the description later. But you can see I've used some of our embossing paste, our shimmery embossing paste, to give it that Christmassy look, snowy look. And over here, I used Crystal Effects, or Shimmery Crystal Effects, which is still available. And then inside the trees, I used Stella. You can never have enough shimmer, right? And then back here, you see these little guys right here are the mountains. And then this is one of the tags that I had left over, and I just cut it in half. Thank you, Valerie. Hi, Valerie. And then Sharing the Christmas Cheer. So that is the first one. Now I have a little piece of paper here left. So I'm just going to, before I lose anything, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my, I know it's on here, my glue. Let me just grab that. I had a class last night, so everything's kind of mixed up here. And I thought I brought that over here. I know it's on the table. I'll just grab another one. 1 second. Well, this is bizarre. All right, let me just grab another one. Okay, I'm grabbing my stamp and seal. Couldn't find it, so I'll just open up another one. Loving the Stamp and Seal and the Stamp and Seal Plus. I'll find it after I finish the video, but that's all right. And this again is the Trimming the Town, I think it was called. Yeah, I did have my class last night, second one so far, so we're happy we got to do that. Okay. And then I'm just going to trim this off so that I have my matching envelope right at the same time. I actually went through, and this is just a thought, I actually went through some of my old retired papers that I don't necessarily use all the time because I forget about them. And I used all the strips that I could find, and I made up my envelopes ahead of time. So I have a bunch of them ready to go with cards. And I match them up as well as I can. But if you have the new papers, you can match it up perfectly. Okay, so that's that one. The next one I did, if you have some of our Dazzling Diamonds glitter paper left, you can do this one. You can see I did the mountains and the Dazzling Diamonds. I do have some of that left. And again, here is the embossing paste with these two little guys. And then Sharing the Cheer. Life is better when you're having fun together. I love that. Okay, the next one I did was on Shimmery White. And I did it I made a slimline card. So when you cut the slimline card down to the size you need, you can actually use the strip that's left over to make the mountains. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up so you can see it. Got the little snowballs. And then what I did with all this is I used the Stella so that you could see all the shimmer and shine. And again, another thing that I used on these cards is our adhesive back snowflakes. Oh, good morning, Denise. And Sharing the Cheer. There you go. You couldn't wait for class this morning. Okay, another one I did, and this is one I'm actually going to do on camera, but I'm going to change it up a little bit, is using, again, I use the embossing paste, which has to dry, just so you know, and then a wink of Stella. And then when you open it, it opens this way. Okay, so there you see the little bunny coming down the hill, but he's actually on the inside. Isn't he cute? What do you think? Okay, another one that I started, and I'm going to finish it with everyone here, is I took the designer series paper from that Trimming the Town, and there's some nice little Alps, as I call it, right there. So I used that on Misty Moonlight, and I used our new, if you don't have the white shimmer paper, Dazzling Diamonds, we got the blue, and the blue looks great too. So there is our Balmy Blue glitter paper. Thank you. And let's bring in some little guys and let's decorate him, okay? So I got some pieces here. Now what I did was I did these ahead of time. I cut and I used our blends. And on here, let me just show you, is the Crystal Effects. So I got a couple of those. And I got a couple of little ones. I should have another little one here. Maybe I only did one little one. Okay, and we'll use one little one. I got 3 large ones. And then I've got 2 of these little guys I might use. Right? Okay. And then on this paper, Trimming the Town, let's see if we can find that, because I really want you to see that. That's one of our bundles. And I should have had that ready for you. But like I said, I just did a class last night. And, of course, we chit-chatted late. Okay, here we go. All right, so it is the Coming Home bundle, Trimming the Town. And here's that paper. So there's the Alps part of it. And, of course, there's the snowflakes over here that I used. So I really wanted you to see that because also the paper has some houses. And I cut a couple of those houses out of the designer series paper. So, let's get started here. So I'm just going to play around. I already glued the snowbanks there. I'm going to do that. I think I'll do that one there. Let's see. That looks about good. Okay, now I grab my mat. And I'm just going to take the stamp that says "we." I'm going to use that in Night of Navy. I know it's so stinking cute. And so is the Warm and Toasty. And they go so well together. Okay. So I'm going to bring this up and in. And I'm going to stamp right on here. And hopefully it's in camera view and it's straight because I'm not standing up. It's actually a little crooked, so you know what? I'm going to make it look like it was supposed to be like that. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. All right, so now I'm going to bring in some of my dimensionals. The first one I'm going to glue down flat, put it behind there, and just have that little tree there. This one I'm going to put right here underneath that first layer. So I don't really need to put dimensionals on that one. Hello, Julie from Australia. Okay, and the last one, the little one, I am going to put a couple dimensionals on. Now, this is a little tree, and you could probably get away with 1 dimensional, but because it's on the glitter paper, I like to put 2 on there. So I'm going to put that right there. And then this little guy, I just need to glue just the bottom. He's going to go right here. And then this one, again, I don't really need to have him pop out. I'm going to put that one right there. I'm going to grab some of these cute little sequins, which are adhesive backs on them. And they're the snowflakes. Hey, Debbie from Michigan. And they actually are iridescent. So you got ones that have a little bit more of a green tint to it, and then the ones that have white. I'm going to grab some of the white, and I'm just going to sporadically put some of these snowflakes all over. There are little snowflakes on the paper. You can hardly see it, but this just brings it out a little bit more. All right, we'll just go with that. It's already got Wink of Stella on it, and of course the blends. I'm going to bring in my card base, and it's going to layer right on top of there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. You got the bundle yesterday, Julie? Oh, you're going to love it. And then I'm going to bring in my inside. And this is where, you know, you can make it a Christmas card or just being, life is better, we're having fun together. So I'm going to put that right here. But I still wanted to say something about Christmas. So that's when I'm grabbing the Sharing Christmas Cheer, because they are sharing. Different fonts look fine. Isn't that cute? All right, then I'm going to bring in a different little guy here. And I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. This is the little seal. And I'm going to stamp him off a couple times because I just want him faintly back there. Okay. Oh, I know what I forgot. The houses. Okay, so I cut out 2 houses because I wasn't sure where I was going to put them. This larger one is going to go right there. And the little one, I want to hold some of those there. We'll put it right there. I want to see some of those little, the Alps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I almost forgot my houses. So let's just put that back there. Now, on this Trimming the Town bundle, whatever it's called, you do get some dies that cut the houses out from the designer series paper. We're going to put that right back there. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that cute? I mean, they're just so... Lisa says I'm going to make her want to buy this bundle. Yeah, I think I am. It's just so stinking cute. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the inside here. Okay, and there you have it. How cute is that? I love this set. All right, so now let's do the next one. All right, so we are going to bring in a piece of Balmy Blue. I think this is the Balmy Blue I'm using. And first thing I'm going to do is I am going to fold it in half. Wait till you see how easy this is. I'm going to move my Night and Navy out of the way. And I'll put the color blends that I used, because what I did, I have a lot of them over here, a lot of the little die cuts. And I sat there, while I'm working, I can sit in color. So I got those all done. All right, so this is folding it in half. I'm going to bring in my my die cut machine. Let me just get this out of the way. You may not be able to see all of it. Let's see if I can. There we go. Okay. I'm going to bring in this piece. And I got the magnetic plate yesterday, which is great because the new magnetic plate to the new die and embossing machine, okay, it has a self-healing mat. Everybody know what a self-healing mat is? When you cut into that, it pops back out. You have a little bit of an image there, but it's a self-healing mat. I love this. And the other thing I love is the fact that even I, as a seasoned or semi-seasoned demonstrator, forget sometimes how to layer everything. And this tells you how to do it. So you want number 1, number 2, and then the magnetic one also came with the instructions. You see how it says 1, 2, which I have on here. Then we're going to put number 5. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and put our die. And I'm going to, yeah, you can see it. I'm going to put it just right about here. I want it down a little bit further. Okay. And then a number 3. And it doesn't really matter if this moves because it's just going to make a cute little mountain. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that through. You just want to make sure you don't go over your crease line. Of course, there's always a way to fix that if you do. And then back. Okay, so let me pull that out, show you what happens. So now you have this piece right here, this flap. Okay, let me try to move this out of the way a minute. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut this piece off. So I'm going to start at the top, make sure you get it right in that indentation here. That's where the crease should be. And I am going to bring it down just a hair. I'm going to bring it down to meet that line. I could have gone over just a little bit more, but I didn't want it to go over the edge. So I'm going to show you how to fix, not how to fix it, but how to do it. Okay, so that's that. And then you're just going to take your paper snips and snip the last bit. Oh, you're welcome, Jean. And then just pull that out. And there's the first flap. Now this flap, which is the opposite side, you turn around the other way and you can put in here. And you can have a larger snowbank. I don't want it that large, so I'm going to put it about there. But before I do that, what I am going to do is grab a piece of glitter paper. Let's see. I'm going to grab a bigger piece than that because I want to add a little glitter paper in between. Okay, so here's a piece of that Balmy Blue glitter paper. And I'm going to cut this, and I'll have all the measurements. I'm going to cut that at 4 inches because that's what this is, okay? So I'm going to cut that over here. You don't need to see me cut it. 4 inches, doesn't matter how. There we go. Okay, so I cut that to 4 inches. It's that long. And I'm going to do about maybe 3 inches. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I just have a strip here. Okay, and so that's going to be cut at 4 inches. Sorry, the strip is 4 inches. I'll tell you the size in a minute that I decided on. So this is actually 1 inch by 4 inches. 1 inch by 4 inches, just to put a little bit in there. Okay. Okay, so yep, 1 inch by 4 inch should do it. Now I have this little strip. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring this in. Now, I haven't done this card yet, so. And I am going to see what I did with my die. Okay, what I do with my die. Did anybody see where I put it? Well, we can't very well cut it without the die. It's got to be on the table here, right? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to just, whoop. Let's get that back in there. Okay, so, and again, I don't care how that fits because I can use it either way. So if it moves around a little bit, it's all good. Sometimes it works out better if it does. Just going to go through that. I always like to go one back. Okay, now I can move this all out of the way. Okay, now we're ready to put it together. So when I pull that off, I got some more little snowbanks. Okay, so this I want smaller, although I'm not going to really use this piece because I have something else to show you. You'll see. So I'm going to cut this down to maybe 3 inches. Okay. And then what I would do is I would layer this. So this would go here. And when I say layer it, there's your flap. Here's that other piece. And I would glue it down right here. Make sense so far? Okay. And then in between, I am going to put the blue just so I have some blue in there. Okay? But before I do that, what I want to show you is the embossing paste. So the embossing paste, and again, I'll have all of this in the description. I love the Shimmery embossing paste. And what I do is I just dip it with our little tool here. And I just add some snow, just like that. You do have to allow it to dry. It doesn't take really long, but it would take longer than my video. So that's why I've already done one, but I'm going to still do this one anyway. And just put as much as you want on here. I just go ahead and do it this way. You can tap it this way. You can let it dry and build on it and make it even puffier. So there's how I make the snow. Put that over there to dry for later. And you can also put it on the trees like I did here and just let it dry. One thing you want to know when you're done, you definitely want to close that up right away. And this spatula you want to put in warm water right away because it does harden. Okay, so let me bring in the ones that I already did. So these are pieces that I've already done, and I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit closer. So here's the pieces that I've already done, and you can see this one's kind of high up. I haven't cut that yet. And I am going to grab those blues. And the first thing I'm going to do, because remember, I haven't done this card yet. I just had this idea, and I thought you would like it. So the first one I'm going to do is this one. So I'm going to take a little of our adhesive, or you can use tear tape, and I am going to glue that one on the first layer. Okay. Then this piece is going to actually go behind it, but again, remember, I want to trim it because it's too high up. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this. I'm going to trim it to 3 inches. I may have to trim it a little more depending. Oh, embossing paste. Oh my God. Bunny, you're going to love the embossing paste. Okay, so that looks kind of good or cute. And I might even want it down a little bit more. Now this one is going to go behind here, but you're going to see what happens is you're going to see that. So we're going to fix that too. All right, so I think I want it down just a little bit more. So let me trim just a little bit more. Now, again, I don't have directions or dimensions for this because we're just trimming it as we go. Okay, so this is going to go right about here. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, and I'm just going to put some glue down here. I eyeball a lot of things, okay, just so you know. I'm going to close that up. There's the next layer. Okay. Now this piece I want right here. So again, I'm going to put a little glue here. So this is a little different than what I showed you. Remember that. And I'm just going to put that right here. Okay, now you got this, and that doesn't look so nice, does it? So we're going to grab a piece of white, Whisper White, and I'm just going to take this and cover that all up. Okay, you can leave the edge here, that's fine. And I'm just going to do 4 inches across. That should be about right. Actually, I wanted a little bit wider because this piece is, for some reason, is a little bit wider. So we'll just do 4 1/4. We'll start with 4 1/4 and cut it down. Okay. Yeah, 4 1/4 is better. Okay, and then I'm just eyeballing this because I don't have my, I'm going to take off, make that about 3 1/2. Let's see if that's wide enough. I'll put all the dimensions in here later. Nope. Okay, let's do 2 1/2. Or 2 3/4. Again, I'm just eyeballing all this. That's going to be a little bit too much still. All right, trimming off just a little bit more. All right, that should work. Okay, so this ended up being 4 1/4 by, just so you know, 2 1/4. And I'm just going to layer that right there so that it doesn't, you don't see that harsh line. All right, but before I do that, let's do a little, well, I'll put it first because we're going to use these little pieces that I've already cut out because we're going to make this a fun little card. Okay, so there's the inside for that. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay this middle piece right, or inside piece right there so I can kind of eyeball what I'm doing. And I am going to put some trees and some little guys here. Let's see. I didn't do the Wink of Stella on these yet, but I'm just playing around here. Let's see. I think I'll put him like right. Probably lift him up there. Right now I'm just putting everything where I want it. Okay. I think I'll do. Oh, you know, let's do this. I've got this cute little penguin. You can actually make them. I think I'm going to use him. I'm going to use this one, right? Yep, I'm going to switch it around. Okay, we're going to use him. We've got this cute little penguin. And now we also have this little pond. So he's going to look like he's jumping off on the pond, right? So before I go any further, let me put those down. I'm going to use dimensionals. Yes, Bunny. And I know it's just such a cute set. Like you said, stinking cute. Okay, I'm going to use dimensionals on this. And if you wanted to, you could also add some of the embossing paste on that blue. But for time's sake, I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. I am going to glue this one down flat. That's the little frozen pond. Or ice piece. I'm going to grab some dimensionals here. I love waking up with all you on Friday mornings. I'm going to just put him right here. Okay. Got a couple of little trees. Let's see, do I have any more with the snow on them? I might only have the one left with the snow. Oh, I got 2. Good. Okay, so I have some 2 little trees here that I did ahead of time with some snow. So I think we'll put those like right here. Just deciding where I want them. I think I'm going to put it up there like that. Okay. Let me flip those 2 over. And these, I think I'll just add some glue. And just put that right behind them. This one up a little bit further. So we got these cute little trees there. Right? Okay. And then I am going to eyeball this. Let me grab my bunny. Oh, nope, my raccoon. And my memento. So I'm going to ink him up. And I am just going to eyeball this. You can make a little tick mark if you wanted to, where you want your little guy coming down. I don't necessarily always do that. Okay, so there's my little raccoon. So when you close it, you can see that it looks like he's coming down on the sled. All right, let's move that out of the way. And real quickly, I am just going to color very quickly. So I'm starting with my Smokey Slate dark, and I'm just taking the nubby end and I'm just outlining. I'm just doing this quickly, so I may not be in the lines. Remember, we have the color lifter if you go outside the lines. I'm just going to do this real quick, though. So Smokey Slate is what I use. I don't necessarily use the black. Sometimes what I do is I use the light basic black, and then I blend it with the Smokey Slate. Sometimes black is just too harsh. And the nubby end gets in those little cracks better and crevices. I leave his little face white because I know they're gray and white or black and white, gray and white, but his tail's all gray. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my petal pink. Hey, Brenda, you made it to alive. Yay. Okay. And I'm just adding a little petal pink. I'm using the dark because the light doesn't really show up. Just for his nose. I'm going to go ahead and use the Crumb Cake. So I'm going to grab the nubby end of the dark Crumb Cake and just add some lines here for his sled. And because it's so small, I'll use the nubby end on the light and blend that. I got a tip for you on a blends. The right and wrong way to use them. Are you ready? There is no right or wrong way. If you choose to start with the light and blend with the dark, it's fine. If you choose to start with the dark and blend with the light, or light with the, or vice versa, it will work whichever way you do that. I know some people say, oh, you have to use the dark first, then blend with the light. Some say, no, start with the light and blend with the dark. I guarantee you either way comes out fine. It's your preference. There is no right or wrong way. The right way to use it is make sure you watch that. You don't want to point it down. You want to color from the side if you use the brush side. Okay, I'm going to use Mango Melody because it's... Oh, nope. He has Mango Melody on him. So I'm going to use Poppy Parade. Okay, I want a different color here. So I'm going to take, again, the nubby end. Yes, yes, I mentioned that before. The color lifter. Once the color has dried. Yep. I'm just going to go right in there with that. Right in there with that. A lot of people don't remember the color lifter. I got it behind me. I can show you when I'm done. And I am just going to use, again, the nubby end. Remember, I'll have still shots of all these on my blog, stampersdelight.com, later on. Okay. There we go. Now, that's the coloring I'm doing. And then I'm going to bring in my Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to give him some shimmer. Let's see if I need to... Right on top. I'm not doing the little ball on the top of his cap either because I'm just putting Wink of Stella. And then I would Wink of Stella all of these. The only thing I would tell you on the Wink of Stella is be careful with the red. The reds do tend to bleed. because this is wet. Okay, I'm just adding. You can add this all beforehand too. So I'm mixing Winka Stella with Embossing Paste with the Shimmery Crystal Effects. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in Life is Better When We're Having Fun Together. And because I already know that's going to not be showing, I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm going to bring in again that one from the Toasty, Warm and Toasty. Sharing Christmas Cheer, because I do want it to say something about Christmas. Okay. So that's going to be on the inside. On my screen, you're frozen. Were you putting the blue shimmer on the snowbank? Yes, the blue shimmer went behind the snowbank. Am I frozen for anybody else? Because I don't see that it's frozen at all on my screen. Okay, and I'm just going to put that right there. So when you close it up, it looks like that. And then I'm going to grab the Sending Warmth Your Way. And I'm just going to put that right here. Oh, you see what I did? I messed it up. That's okay. I should have used a little bit more pressure, but that's okay because we're going to fix that. Okay, so let's show you how to fix a mistake. Okay. Sending Warmth Your Way. I am going to take, I have a little strip here. I'm going to take this strip right here. Actually, what happens when you make a mistake? It ends up being better for you. Look at that. I like that better. always, as my friend Winann says, there's never any mistakes in stamping. Creative differences. Ah, that's even better yet. Okay, then I'm going to grab these little snowflakes in the Balmy Blue. What time is it? Oh, good, I got time. Kind of glue did I use for the glitter paper? No, I don't use sticks, Jean. I use our new Stamp and Seal Plus and Stamp and Steel. And I'm just moving these around, not re-inking them. Just giving it some... I mean, you can use glue sticks if you like. That's not what I use. I use the Stamp and Seal Plus, or the tear tape. I'm going to flip this the other way. Grab a couple right there. Then I'm going to bring in those adhesive ones and add a few adhesive ones. Snowflakes. Okay, that one didn't want to come off. So, come on. Just put a few of those around. I think I need to yeah, I don't have any of the stuff coming out there, so we'll just lift them like that, and we'll add a couple down here, and maybe one more. Voila. Ta-da! And there we have a cute little whimsical card. So what do you think? You like this little cute set? I think it's adorable. Let me bring in the other cards for you so you can see them, the ones we did. And remember, the one saying is from the Warm and Toasty, and I'll be doing that next Friday. I think I said that. Okay, so here's the second one, or the first one that I had done. Oh, thank you, Molly. And then here's the other one using that Designer Series paper as the background and with the houses. You need the color lifter number. Okay, I will put that right in the... Let me see if I have it right here. I'll put that in the description. The color lifter number. Let's see if it's on here. Should be, but it's not. I think it is. Let me see. That's the old one. I think it's on here. Let me just double check for you. Yeah, it is. It's 144608. And I will put that all in the descriptions. Okay, so here's the other one we did. Just such a great, great fun card. Because, you know, you have some of those people that you want to send a nice fun card to. Maybe not such a serious one. Here's the slimline card. And then here's another one. Now, remember, this is the white dazzling diamond glitter paper, which we don't have anymore. So just improvise. You're going to use the blue. And then, of course, we have this one. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me flip the camera. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to tune in YouTube Live on Monday evening. And again, have a great weekend. Enjoy. Stay safe. And I will see you back here next Friday morning at 7 a.m. But I'll see you on YouTube Monday night at 7 p.m. Until then, keep on stamping, stampers. Bye.